What's up, listener? Once again, I want to thank you. It's another wonderful video we want to display here. Today we are going to talk about reduce function. Okay, reduce function is one of my favorite techniques. Also, when you talk about making use of functions in machine learning, you can use this one by the time you are applying some mathematical techniques. Okay, so what actually is a reduce function? In Python, reduce is a function that implements a mathematical techniques called folding or reduction. Okay, reduce function is useful when we need to apply a function to an iteratable and reduce it to a single cumulative value. Now, very useful when we are doing iteration and reduce the whole value to a single cumulative value. Now, we are going to do some example here. First, I want to zoom this screen so that you can be seeing it clearly. Now, we are going to import some library. By now, you should be familiar with some. When I talk about importing, you should know what I mean. We are importing, and I say from function tools. Okay, import reduce. Okay, and also we are also going to import operator. Okay, operators. Okay, going to operator. I also need to import what pandas. By now I believe you know what pandas, what it does and what it stands for. In my previous video I explained in detail, and we have used several pandas techniques, so I urge you to watch my previous video. Okay, now we are importing from import panda as what PD, that is the alias name. Okay, we are going to import this. Now I think there's error here. Let's look at it. You say import reduce. Okay, yeah, you see from, it's supposed to be what from it's supposed to be what from function tools, import reduce, import operator, and import pandas as what PD. Now that we have successfully import all this library, now we are going to define a function, call it data. You see this data is equals to this list is going to be more or less like the whole parent list. Okay, now that's okay. PD dot data frame. Okay, and this data frame, we have another list of value inside it. Now inside this list of value, we are starting 1, 3, 4 as first value. Then we'll open another one, 6, 7, 9. Then we'll open another one, as many as we want to do, 9, 8, 5. Okay, let's stop there. Well, that's okay, comma. Then we'll come here again as a PD dot data frame. Okay, come here. Okay, we open another list inside a list variable. More or less, we'll call it a multi-dimensional array. Okay, now we'll come, excuse me, say 3, 5, 7. Then again we'll come here, we'll come and say 7, 5, 3. Then we have another one we need to define, 3, 4, 6, 8. Now lastly, that's okay, PD dot data frame. Okay, we are passing it to another list of array again. That's it, 3, 4, 6. Then leave that, open another one, 6, 7, 8. Then lastly, that's okay, 8, 6, 3. Now these are the list of all the data that we want. Now we successfully create all this data. Now what I want to do now is say df, I define a new variable. Okay, and I say equals to reduce. We are making use of our reduce function that we imported. We now pass it, because it's a function, pass it to our panda, which is PD data, to our data frame. Okay, now we'll now say add. Now this add is coming from what operator? Okay, you know when we talk about operators, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we are using what? Add. Okay, now we are using this add. Now we are now saying okay, comma, pass it to what? Our data, which is the parent container that we defined initially. Then we can now come and say okay, print our what? df. If I run this code, there is an error. Look at the error here. Okay, we use double comma here. Now since we'll get rid of that, any other error here? No. So let's run it. Good. It's displaying the data like a matrix. Okay, are you getting me now? Okay, I will do some video whereby we can use Python to do find determinant, whereby we can use Python to find cofactor, and also just everything about matrix. Okay, so by the time we go deeply into machine learning, you begin to see some techniques, some mathematical techniques we can be what implementing. Now if you look at the data that is displayed for us, it's summing this data, okay, vertically. 3 plus 1 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4, sorry. Plus 3 is 7. That is why we have 7 here. Now 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 4 is giving us 12. That is why we have 12 here. Now 4 plus 7 plus 6. Okay, because 4 plus 6 will give us actually what? 10. Plus 7 will give us 17. So we are through with everything here. Now we'll now come back to the second word, this one. Now say 6 plus 6 is 12. Plus 7 will give us 19. Okay, 7 plus 7 is 14. Plus 5 will give us what? 19 too. Now 8 plus 3 is what? 11. Plus 9 will give us what? 20. We are through with this one. So also they sum this one, sum here, they have this, sum this whole one, they have 20, sum this one, we have what? 16. You see, this is how we can what? Use what? Reduce function, okay, to do some mathematical what? Then most especially is when you are doing some iteration. Okay, I want to apply function to an iteratable and reduce it to a single what? Cumulative value, like we said earlier on. Okay, now there's another form of that thing we can talk about apart from using an add. Okay, apart from using add, which other function can we use? Okay, so we are trying to use add here, and we use add and it works successfully. Which other function can we try to use? Okay, so in my next video we can be implementing some other words, operators, just like we use add here. Okay, so feel free to comment in the comment section, ask your question. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest update in our video trend, because we'll be doing some series. Okay, as we proceed to the advanced level, I urge you to what? Stick to this channel, share this video, comment, like the video, and also subscribe. Now another example I want us to look at, okay, before we sum up or round up this teaching, is this another example here. I'm going to come here and say what? Data2 as a variable name, because remember we have another data, so I want to alter this name, variable name. Okay, you can call it any name. You can call it a var, values. Okay, let me just use a unique name. Now I want to make use of this. I will come here and define a list of value and say 1, 4, 5, 7, 9. Okay, this one is merged if you look at it. Then we have another one here. I can say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Also, then we have another one here. Very quickly, we have a 2, 4, 3, 5, 7, or 6. Okay, these are the list of data we have here. Okay, yeah, I can call it a list of data or array. Okay, it could be an array. Okay, so we can also print. We are printing using the reduce function. Now because we are using reduce function, we now say open a bracket, now say set. Now what set is going to do for us here now? Now we are talking about, we are going to implement the use of what? Set. Okay, so set, most in Python brackets, you use several cases. Okay, now when we talk about set in Python, we create set by placing all the elements inside a curly what? Curly brace. Okay, separated by comma. A set can have any number of items, and they may be of different type. Okay, don't forget that. It could be integer, it could be float, it could be tuple, it could be string. All these are data type. But a set cannot have a set cannot be or have a mutable element. Okay, it's not mutable like list, set, or dictionary as its element. Okay, so we are not going to implement list or those dictionary data. Okay, in this case. So what we are going to do now here, we are so set. We are going to use intersection. Okay, intersection. Okay, why are we making use of what? Intersection. Okay, what actually this intersection does. So we are going to look at this word intersection. Now the intersection function here, why are we making use of this intersection? Remember, in the first example that we cited, we didn't implement all these ones. Remember, they have what? Round bracket inside each of these, but here we just pass the value straight into a list of into a multi-dimensional array. Okay, now Python set intersection, okay, method return a new set with an element that is common to all the sets. Now which element is common to all these sets? Okay, which element is common to all the set of data that we have here? Okay, the intersection of two given set largest set, okay, which contain all the elements that are common to both sets. The intersection of both given set A and B, which consists of the elements which are common in both A and what? And B. Remember when we are dealing with we're talking about set, okay? We talk about Venn diagram and all those ones, okay? But here we are going to implement it using what? Python code. Now we are using what? Set here and dot intersection. So after which we now say okay, comma, we are mapping all this data because there are much. We now say set, comma, values, which is our variable. Now if we run this code, there is an error. Look at the error here. I'm seeing the error here because we have double comma here. Now if I run this code, it return what? 6. That 6 is the most common element. Is the most common element to all these sets. We have 6 here, there is 6 here, there is 6 here, there is 6 here, there is also what? 6 here. You see it? So it will return the most common what? Element. Now if I come here and put this one, I put turn this one to 1. Okay, also come here, put 1 here, and run this code. It will return 1. 1 is also what? One of the most common what? Element that we have here. Okay, now if I come here and say okay, comma 2, and also comma 2. If I run this code, it will return what? 2 as the most common what? Element. Okay, if I come here and say comma let's say 7, okay, add another value 7, add another value called what? 7, and run this code, okay, it will return what? These are the most common what? Value in these two arrays, or these three multiple what? Array. Okay, so what intersection does, like I said, it return, okay, a new set with an element that is most common to all. This is a new set. Okay, this is a set with a curly brace. Okay, that's a set with a curly brace. So this is how far we can go in terms of what? Reduction function. So when we are dealing with making use of a Python in terms of your machine learning, doing some mathematical what? Analysis, you can as well implement reduce function when needed or when necessary. So this is how far we can go in making use of what? Reduce function. Maybe in our next video, or for future purpose, if there's any question you can ask, so that we can make video and expatiate it in more detail if there's any way you are not clear. So once again, I want to thank you for your time. Feel free to, I urge you to subscribe to this video. Feel free to share this video, comment, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I remain your friend Joshua. Good day.